Call from a girl I wanna dig out. Another 24. Welcome back, people, to another episode of Trash Talking with the Old Heads.
Yes, sir.
The podcast where you know our tagline. We say what the hell we want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
hey, we talk sports, culture. Hell, sometimes we even throw in a little bit of politics. You never know what the hell we're going to talk about.
Through Donald Trump.
I'm your host, Dante, man, along with my boy Jeezy. Greg, what's happening, brother?
What's happening, man? We got to give a shout out to my boy Jerry.
Black Bailey's not feeling well today. Hey, you know how it is when you're an old head. Sometimes shit just go wrong. Sometimes you wake up, ouch. He woke up with an ouch. Hey, bro, when you hit a certain age, bro, sometimes you wake up and shit, it just didn't go right when you got up. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so we got a great show for you today, man. We got a lot to talk about today. You already know we got to talk a little NFL preview, NFC East, AFC East.
Yes, sir.
Which is why boy got the jersey on today. You know who he represent already, and you know who I represent. You already know. So we'll talk a little bit AFC East, NFC East, man. Also going to talk a little dream team versus this squad that's going right now. A little USA basketball. Of course, you know we got taken out the trash. But let's start out with these hoops, dog.
Before we get into that.
Oh, you already know.
First,
you already know.
I gotta give a shout out to our protector,
Soldier Boy.
Our bodyguard. He watch our six. Soldier Boy, tell him what's happening, man. All right. He don't
do no talking.
Yeah.
He on duty.
He's straight about that action, boss. He is on duty. But also, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button. We want to be able to continue to provide you the best analysis from the old heads perspective.
No matter what KD say, our goddamn opinion matter.
Let's go, KD.
We don't give a damn what KD got to say. But anyway, man, let's talk Olympic basketball, man. The question, man, I got for you, bro. You impressed or nah?
USA. What Brian said, what you hated the other day or a couple weeks ago, I like them when they close. I like a competitive game. It's better than watching blowouts, man. I'm not going to say that.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
What was impressive was the manner in which they came back, because we all know what would be the topic du jour, shout out to Paris, France, if they had lost. I mean, they wasn't going to live it down. We know who was going to get the blame. It was going to be LeBron's this and LeBron's that. Steve Kerr was going to get trashed. And so with the weight of the world on their shoulders, the weight of lofty expectations each and every time, the expectations are, if you don't win by 25 points, you didn't really do much. So that's a heavy crown to wear. And you're not, and I told you guys this a few weeks ago, it ain't gonna be 30 and 40 point blowouts. It's not. That day is gone. That was almost 40 years ago. We're approaching, you know what I'm saying, a time where the last 6 MVPs have been foreign. So it's, you know what I'm saying, this whole, they got to beat them by 40 thing. Should they have been down by 15, 17 points? No. But when you're dealing with who is arguably, excuse me, the best player in the world, you have to take that into consideration. You already had done blasted the team two times previously.
So who got the next best 8 players on the court?
Of course, USA.
Oh, okay.
USA
All right, go ahead.
That just shows you when they put the best players on the floor, and they ain't doing all this platoon subbing in and out, and they put who I said need to be on the floor at the same time. Who needed more minutes on the floor? Who did I say? LeBron, Steph, and KD. And any other combination of defending guard and big you wanted to put out there, it don't matter. When you put those 3 out on the floor, you won't be let down. And that's exactly what happened. When they put them out on the floor, they went on a 32. They closed the fourth quarter 32-15. Serbia was impressive because they was hitting their shots. But Let's my takeaways.
So
Steph
I'm
Curry.
about to say, because you still didn't answer the question.
What?
I said you were impressed with that?
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by the fourth quarter. I was impressed by the fourth quarter.
Oh, you're impressed by the fourth quarter. Okay.
I was impressed by the fourth quarter.
All right. Okay.
I was setting it up.
Okay. All right.
I was setting it up.
Oh, okay. All right.
But let's talk about, what was impressive.
Okay.
Because, overall, I get your point. What was impressive was Steph Curry
Finally showed up.
came through. He was 3 for 13 from 3, 5 and 17 going into that game. 36 points. Was he 9 for 14?
Yes, he was.
Embiid showed the fuck up the last 2 games.
Yes, he did.
33 total points on 13 for 17 shooting. Did you see how he bagged Joker down? Now I'm gonna take a lot of flack for this, but I said it. I don't give a hell. We say what the what?
What the hell we want to say?
Joker is a great player, and he's there, and he's consistently, coming through
Healthy.
the playoffs, consistently healthy. But if Embiid healthy, dog, give me him.
Give me him all day long.
Him.
On that, we agree.
Give me him. Him. And he showed you what he was about. KD, ice cold down the stretch.
Yes, he was.
He had been off since that first game when he came when they played Serbia that first time in the Olympics and pool play. He kind of not been the same KD. You know what I'm saying? But that fourth quarter
Showed up.
ice in his veins. Y'all know who he is. And then last but not least, LeBron freaking James. Did he not show he was the best player on the team? Did he not show?
He's played the best in this Olympics.
He's played the most consistent.
Yeah. He's been the floor general.
Triple double. He was the emotional leader. You saw, and they seen it. The announcers seen it. You saw when old boy Bogdanovich was doing all that mellow 3 shit. LeBron wasn't having it. You seen his intensity ramp up even more. And that's what I like about LeBron, and I don't like about LeBron, is when you make him mad, he hulk out. But you got to get him there sometimes. You got to tee him off.
Yeah, what I liked about what he did is how he was taking Joker on in the post.
That's what I was about to get to.
Yeah, that part I was impressed. I was impressed with that.
Jerry Wynn would probably he probably fall out, ready to fight if he had been here.
You already know.
He ready to fight.
I give props where they do, bro. Him taking on that challenge, I was like, okay, Bron. You know what I'm saying? Denying the ball in the post. I'm like, putting that effort in. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that's when his intensity on defense picked up.
Yeah, I respect that.
They didn't make that run until it was a huge turning point in the game in that fourth quarter when he found KD off of that screen from AD, hit that 3, blam.
Yeah.
And they got the ball back.
Yeah, that's a weird rule. Yeah, that's a weird rule. Yeah, it is. It's a rule, but it's weird though.
Got the ball back, and then Booker, right back, bam, another 3, game on.
Yeah.
And then Embiid took it from there. I mean, he had some costly offensive rebounds come out the way, but when he came down court, hit that jumper in transition, that mid-end transition, got the put back, or got the ball down in the paint, got the and one, and then came right back down, put Joker on the block, and said, "Come here, big boy." Swish. Jordan fade away. But LeBron just incredible, man. 39 years old and playing like this. I know it's the Olympics. I know he got a team full of dogs on the squad, but for him to be clearly the best player on this team says something for a 39-year-old man to do. Have it.
All right, man. So let me answer the question. No, I was not impressed. But let me start by saying this. I do agree with you. One, I did want them to win. Because one, we should own basketball. It's our game.
We own it.
You know what I'm saying? We should own it. They shouldn't lose these games. They should be just like the women. It's just expected that you win. I don't feel bad about saying, I expect them to win and handily most times. They should handily beat these teams. Most of the time, they have 12 out of the 13 best players on the team. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Now, you can give me all about these teams play together and yada, yada, yada. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. You know what I'm saying? But
obviously you don't.
No, I do get it. But I'm not impressed by the victory. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been that close. You know what I'm saying? To come out the way they came out and allow that team to get what they were doing, the intensity just wasn't there. You could see it. They thought they were going to roll them boys. You know what I'm saying? Then messed around and got into a game. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm with you. Give them all props for the comeback. Great comeback, because I agree with you. Everybody would have been on their damn head had they lost. You know what I'm saying? So, good comeback, but was I impressed by it? No. We're supposed to win the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. And I take it. My only takeaway is in our group, people like you want to elevate certain players because of this. You know what I'm saying?
Like me. Explain how we elevate.
Like, man, come on now. You was just in the group with me. For those that don't know, we have a basketball group where we talk basketball all day, every day. Basketball,
got
football.
Bunch of characters
In there. Everybody on every side. You know what I'm saying? But trying to say that this elevates LeBron in some way, stop it. You know what I'm saying? No more than the Dream Team elevated Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It didn't elevate nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's still Bron. He been Bron. Nothing he's done here.
Who elevated him?
Your boy I was arguing with the other night, saying this make the GOAT case closed. Stop it, dog. Stop
Derrick
it,
Kelsey, number one. It ain't elevation if you already consider LeBron the GOAT.
Stop it, dog.
He been said that.
Stop it,
He been thinking LeBron the GOAT. So how is that elevated? He just said it's cemented.
Stop it.
That's on him. I ain't defending his point.
Yes, you are.
Defending that it ain't an elevation.
Yes, you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I already told you, you're undercover LeBron the GOAT dude anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right. Undercover LeBron the GOAT dude.
I don't
you know
call
what I'm
him
saying?
the GOAT. I don't think this elevates him in the GOAT.
So anytime someone like me tries to be objective about it, you're a hater. You're a hater.
Nobody call you no hater.
You know what I'm saying? You're a hater. You know what I'm saying? Dog, no, the way y'all come at me, dog, stop it. Yeah, nobody uses the phrase, but the way that the stuff y'all says, okay, you hating on LeBron. No, I'm not. I don't hate on LeBron. I enjoy watching LeBron play.
Did nobody say that?
I truly enjoy it.
We know that you think Jordan is the GOAT.
Right, and I don't have a problem saying that. My thing is
LeBron is the GOAT.
Right, and I'm fine with that. But my thing is anybody that says anything about Bron is like you're a hater. That's what pisses me off. You can't say anything negative about him or you hating. Why is that? I mean, it's just not impressive that a team stacked with MVPs, finals MVPs, played a close game against Serbia. Is that hating to say that? Is that a bad take to say that?
I didn't say it was.
No, I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a fair take. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
All I'm saying is that it's a take that is misguided.
How?
Like I've made this.
They got all the best players.
It don't matter if you can have all the best players. It depends on, do you have chemistry? Do you have continuity? Especially when the talent level, when the skill level, the gap in the skill level is decreased.
And that's where I push back hard. It hadn't decreased that much.
All right, well,
it hadn't decreased that much.
So you would go from 2 international players to damn near 50. You go from no international.
But it's not like any of these teams. But none of these teams has all of them on their damn team, dog. Stop it, man.
I don't care if they don't
so
have them
what,
on
dog? So what? They got
NBA
2
players.
marginal NBA players and Jokic, and you got 15 of the best players on the planet. Stop it, dog.
I've never seen a game.
Stop it.
A high school game where you.
This is not high school. So you doing the Jerry Wren today? Where you just laughed at him for saying that bullshit last week about the why?
No, I'm equating it to something that you can tangibly put your hands on. So let's go to college. Something that we've seen. Kentucky, team full of NBA players, team full of future NBA players, get beat by teams that don't have NBA player.
The gap between them and professional players is totally different, dog. The mindset is totally different. You're dealing with children still. You're dealing with children still. These are grown-ass men who've been playing this game in the NBA forever. Stop it, dog. That's bullshit, dog, and you know it. Come on,
bullshit,
dog.
I'm just telling you that there is a significant decrease in the gap in the talent.
And I'm saying it's not significant. Yes, there's a decrease. I will give you that. There, of course, there's a decrease.
So what you're saying is
it's not significant.
You saying the NBA, the USA sucks and the NBA sucks. That's your take.
No, my take is with 15 NBA players on your squad compared to one and maybe two or one great player on some of the teams and a bunch of marginal players, the gap is still not that close, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying the gap has closed, and so when you have a level of play that isn't kindergarten versus high school players, when those kindergartners become 7th grade players, and you got some high school players, and that team plays together, they got them the equivalent size restraints that, you know what I'm saying, not restraints, but you have a similar size, almost similar athleticism in some teams, then you can't, the continuity matters. That matters, the ability to be able to play.
So Jokic and Bogdanovich coming off their NBA season, how did they get more chemistry than the U.S.? They played the NBA season too.
Again, they play FIBA ball throughout. They have the same roster. They also play
from 42 years ago.
2 years.
Most of these people was on the NBA team.
They go back. They stay in a set system, and then they practice a little bit longer than NBA teams. I think I seen a report where they said that these teams, the FIBA teams, they start playing together about a month, 2 months before the USA team does.
Okay.
They do have some NBA players, but the other players, all they have to do is, you know what I'm saying, add in 1 or 2 players. When the NBA, they usually overhaul their roster every 2 years.
We're going to agree to disagree on this one, but let us know in the comments on YouTube and stuff who you agree with, man. Is the gap really that close or not? Let us know what you think about that, man.
We got to look at the facts.
Let us know what y'all think about that, man.
It's closer.
I think he's full of shit, making excuses.
The gap is closer. The gap
yeah, I said it's closer, but it's not close, is what I'm saying. Y'all act like it's like this. Like, damn, they right there.
No,
they right there.
Like
no,
that.
It's more like this.
Yeah, when it used to be the size of this damn
But
home.
like this is not 1-point victories, 2-point victories over Serbia in the semifinal round.
Bro,
that's not what that is, bro.
Just like I said, man, it is a one game situation. If a team gets hot, they can upset you.
Which is why
they can make it close.
Is why your boy ain't Jordan, because it still wouldn't have been close. But moving on, let's take a look at this. Where do you rank this damn team then? Let's say from 92 coming through this year.
We did this last week. Of course, we had.
So we're going to do a quick rundown. So
last week this is my rundown. I had 92-1, 2008-2, 96-3, 2012-4, 2024-5, 2006. What was that? That wasn't the London team. That was the. What team was it? When did they play in the Olympics that year in 2000?
2000 was, I can't even remember where 2000 was. No, 90.
Was it Athens?
It might have been, because Atlanta was 96, Rio was 2016, 2020 was Tokyo. So it had to be. 2012 was London, right? So it had to be.
One of them. But anyway, 2006, 2016, 7. Y'all convinced me to go ahead and move 2004 to 9 and 2028. However, I base my rankings off of the team and the skill level on the team.
Not the result.
Not the actual result. But, they lost, so of course they deserve it.
Yeah, they got to be dropped, man. I don't even argue with your ranking. To me, the better question for me is, which is kind of what, because we did that last week. I think you got 2024 about right. But comparing this team and
I think Jerry got them ranked lower than
he had them like almost last. Second to the bottom, I think, maybe.
Crazy, which is asinine.
Yeah, he had them second. But compared to 92. And to me, that's a loaded question too, because are we saying at the time they played in 92? Or we're talking about at their best? You see what I'm saying? So we're talking about in 92, where Bird was in his career then, you know what I'm saying? So that's to me, it's like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
What we do with this team is, because Jordan was so great, we elevate that team.
Right.
If you look at it, Magic was a year removed from the AIDS situation.
Right. Even though he was still a baller. He could still ball.
Bird never played again.
Right.
Chris Mullin was
at the end
of his career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then they had Christian Laettner, which takes the roster
down a
notch. You know what I'm saying? So
to me, what happens is
we done with the 90s.
No, you're right. What gets me, I think people elevate 92. They look at 92 as in their prime. If everybody was in their prime, how great this team would have been. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happens with 92.
That's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation.
Because if we did that 92, then if we did 2024 in their prime,
everybody in their prime
have to be right.
So let's have that discussion then, because to me that's a better discussion. Everybody in their prime. Go ahead.
I got to say, everybody needs to look at that 96 team. Now they had the second highest margin. Again, to me, these margins of victory, the Dream Team rolled through a team. We done with the 90s. If we see some of these clips, man, these teams would look like they were god awful. But anyway, 96, Shaq, Dream, and David Robinson, like their center spot seems like it's a total mismatch with Karl Malone, with Charles Barkley, with Penny,
Grant Hill, Scottie Pippen,
before injury Penny,
Reggie Miller, Stockton,
so if you
Gary Payton.
If you look at it from point guard to wing, you know what I'm saying, not the most talented,
right?
Power forward to center,
right?
I don't know you can get much better than that.
I agree. I mean, the shooting would probably be an issue depending on what area you're playing in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They
had Mitch and Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be the biggest weakness for me of that team. You know what I'm saying? If we were playing today and playing this style of basketball today, that team's up there though. The bigs on that team would be a problem.
I got them third.
Yeah, they'd be a problem for anybody. You know what I'm saying? When you got
on the strength
Shaq, Dream. Yeah, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I got 2008 so high, they got Bron in prime, Kobe prime, Melo prime, D Wade prime. Like these are some of the best wing players in the history with CP3, with a Darren Williams who was one of the best point guards at that time.
See, I knock him. He was good though. He was good. He was good. Darren Williams was good.
My only knock on him is they didn't have a lot of, when you compare them to, the other Dream Teams as far as size, they only really had Dwight Howard and Chris Bosh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dwight Howard, he maybe could hold his own against Shaq. Maybe. As far as just not being totally nutmegged on every play.
Right. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it, though. Yeah.
You would have to have him play all three of David Robinson.
Right. And then Akeem at the 4. I mean, what you going to do with that team,
What you going to do? Yeah. But go back to your point, though.
But 92 versus 2024. And we're changing the question, people, in their prime.
In their prime.
Everybody in their prime. Which team you taking?
That's tough, bro.
It's tough.
It's tough, man.
Oh,
that's tough.
It's tough. What's tough about it, dog?
It's tough, man.
How so? How is that? Okay, go ahead. The floor is yours, bro.
That's tough, man. I'm probably gonna take 92, but it's a lot closer than what you about to say.
And now you don't know what I'm about to say, dog.
And in their prime. Look, you talking about 2014, 15, 12, 13, bro? Man, what are you talking about?
I hadn't even said anything yet.
You talking about Embiid, healthy Embiid, just being healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? KD, Steph.
Let me make this point before you continue.
My only issue is
they just got out rebounded by Serbia. This big boy was killing them. Man,
they was catching them. It wasn't you know what I'm saying? It was, the ball spread out and they was trying to run back.
Okay.
Whatever, man. They're out rebounding.
Okay.
Misses, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Because number one, you can be out rebounding when the
find out rebounding don't matter in something. Go ahead though. Make your point, dog. Make your point, dog.
How can you get rebounds when the ball going through the net?
Okay. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, man. That you can't really base it on that, but.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to the 92 team. When I look at when you go to Anthony Edwards, JT, you know what I'm saying, Halliburton, you know what I'm saying, the bench is left to be desired. But when you look at like the star players, those three, it would be a very, 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 very close matchup.
Nah, I don't think so. I say 92 would win 7 out of 10. I think 92 would probably win 7 out of 10. I throw Leitner out because, we know they just put him on there just because. But Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, Barkley, I don't see how they handle it, dog. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how they handle it with Bam. And, Embiid can be a problem for anybody.
Bam can play.
I didn't say he couldn't play. I just said he's not on the level with them. He's not on a Patrick Ewing's level to me. A David Robinson's level.
I got Embiid. I would take a healthy Embiid over Patrick.
I just said Embiid would be the problem. It would still be a problem. He's in any area, he translates errors. He's one of those dudes
who guards Steph.
What you mean?
Who guards Steph?
I put Stockton on him. Somebody bigger like Pippen can guard him.
Then you're going to leave LeBron and KD guarded because Jordan got to take one of them.
Right. Jordan's going to take one of them. Clyde had to take somebody. It's that. I'm not saying 2024 doesn't have matchup issues for him. I'm just saying I think 1 through whatever, how many people that is, 12, I think that bench is going to be a problem for that team, this USA team.
So
that's going to be a problem.
We can't. I like that 7 out of 10. I don't really like that. Let's go in the NBA Finals. I would go 4-2.
Yeah.
4-2.
Yeah, I can see that. 4-1, 4-2. I can see that.
I don't see no 4-1.
I can see 4-1, 4-2. Because for me, it's always the Magic Jordan factor. To me, those two, it's just something innate in them two dudes that I just don't think anybody on this current team has.
Would they be playing FIBA rules or NBA rules?
I don't know. If we're doing best out of 7, then I guess NBA rules.
NBA rules.
You know what I'm saying? NBA rules. And which era we playing in?
Yeah, it don't matter which era you're in.
It matters.
The bigs got to come out.
It matters.
They got to come out their paint.
Yeah, I agree. It matters. It matters because we playing back then. See that, and that's why this conversation to me, I don't even like it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
You brought it up.
No, because that's the only way you can have this conversation to me. Because if we're talking about how old they were in '92, then to me that's an advantage to this team, the 2024 team, because some of those players are past their prime. But if we're taking it back to that, then we have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
In their prime.
Yeah, so if we put them in their prime and we're playing.
When that 2K come out, we're going to have a battle. Is it already out?
No, not yet. I want to say September, I think. But anyway, moving on because we got some other stuff to talk about. We got to change sports, man. Preseason had kicked off. Week 1 of the preseason is in full effect. And we're moving on to of course, we talked about the NFC South last week, even though we had a few technical difficulties. This week, we're going with the East, NFC East, AFC East. We'll start with the AFC East, bro, man. Who you got, bro?
Before we get into that, let me recap my South division.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
So I know I think we all said Houston would win.
Yeah, we did.
And I know I had Tampa. I think we all
I had Tampa. No, I think Jerry might have had Atlanta, maybe.
We'll ask him.
Why he took Atlanta, I don't know, but
he sold on Kirk Cousins.
Cousins, I suppose, but
My favorite Cousins.
Yeah, but I took Baker.
We asked him, you like that?
Right. So I'm rolling with, man. I got to roll with Tampa again, man. I think they brought back enough players off that team, and Baker will be his second year in the system.
With Mike Evans.
That was already clicking last year, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see no reason why they won't get better this year, man. So I think they take it, man. I know everybody excited about Atlanta and what can happen with Kirk Cousins, but they still don't have enough defense for me, and Tampa play defense, bro. Point blank.
All right, so AFC East. I'm gonna start going with my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start from the bottom to the top.
Okay.
Pats. Drake May struggles, Joe Milton in the mix, but we all know Jacoby Brissett gonna win that position. But they do like what they seeing out of Joe Milton. Their best players were Ramondre Stevenson. They got a solid O-line.
Where your boy on defense? They got the one boy on defense.
Yeah, I'm just talking about on the offense.
Oh, offense, okay.
Their defense is still going to pretty much be in a rebuild, I think, too. The whole team is going to be pretty bad. So I got them finishing last in the division.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a tie between the Bills and the Jets for 2. I think the Bills and the Jets going to battle for number 2. I like what the Bills was able to do when they lost Diggs, they lost Gabe Davis. They still got Khalil Shakir, but they brought in Claypool, Curtis Samuel, and Valdez Scantling. You know, Josh Allen is a force multiplier. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think he can make it work with these receivers, but it's just not going to be as good as Stephon Diggs. So, being able to not have the turbulence that they had in the locker room, I don't know what that was about, if it was Stephon, if it was Josh.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Bills Mafia fans, can y'all send it in and let us know why they was in such turmoil, you know, what the issue was with Stephon. I know some of the rumblings was that he was frustrated with Josh Allen's turnovers, being a turnover machine. I think that kind of continues because he's probably going to have to do a little bit more.
I smell some Bama prejudice. But go ahead.
Bama prejudice. Oh,
coming up with this number one.
Oh, yeah.
I feel it.
A-Rod.
I feel it.
Returning to form. Tyrod backing him up. Will he finish the season?
Hey, good question, bro. Achilles.
What we talking about? We just said it with us being old, right? Hey,
stuff just happens.
Stuff happened, man. You saw what happened last year. First game, second snap, pop that damn Achilles.
Bless you.
Tendon. But they got Mike Williams, Brees Hall returning to form, healthy.
Injury. Man, there's so many injuries waiting to happen on that squad, though, man.
Improved offensive line, you know what I'm saying? Got Tyron Smith, but he stay hurt.
Injuries, bro. Just injuries all over the place, bro.
Morgan Moses, they got him from, I think they got him from Baltimore.
Bless you.
Man, allergies acting back up again.
Old head stuff.
I got, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a tie between the Jets and the Bills. But that leaves old boy
Tua.
Bama
prejudice.
Re-signed. Tyreek. Waddle. Hey, the most explosive duo in the league.
No defense.
They got better than defense. They got Shaq Barrett, Calais Campbell. They lost.
Shaq Barrett off. He retired.
What? That ain't what I saw last
Shaq Barrett retired, brother.
Damn, I'm late on that.
Yeah, you behind, brother. Shaq Barrett retired, brother. Yeah, he said he was out. He couldn't do it. He got an account, man, and he retired on him, brother.
Well, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, so that hurts. Yeah.
Especially with the loss of Christian Wilkins.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying, man. I'm just... I think the defense is suspect still, brother. You know what I'm saying? When they brought him in, because they didn't have enough pass rush, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like...
The only thing is they got a light schedule again. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't that heavy. They just got I think they win the division probably 11-6.
You got them going 11-6? Ooh.
Just on the strength of that offense.
I mean, the offense is, Mike McDaniels, what he's done with the offense.
They going
to score points. You know what I'm saying? A-Chain and Mostert. Yeah, they're going to score points. Ain't no doubt about that. They'll score points. But again, my problem with them is your quarterback is Tua. And until he show me he can beat good teams, I'm just not buying it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I just don't buy the Dolphins, you know what I'm saying? So you got them first. I got them third. Of course, I'm with you on the Patriots. They're gonna be a dumpster fire. You know what I'm saying? Again, I think Brissett will bring some stability to it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see how they're gonna score points for real. You know what I'm saying? In the end, they won't be able to score enough points. So they dead last. I got the Dolphins third. I'm with you on Josh Allen. I think he is a force multiplier. I agree with you. I fought it for a while with him because the turnovers bother me. I don't like my quarterback turning the ball over like that. You know what I'm saying?
He be doing too much.
He trying to do too much. And I like the way they played at the end of last year where they leaned on Cook to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll continue, which is why I think his turnovers and stuff will be down this year. Keon Coleman from FSU, I think that was a nice pickup for him in the red zone, big body, you know what I'm saying? So I think they'll be okay with the passing game just because of his big arm and his ability to move around. So I got them coming in second, but I believe the Jets can stay healthy enough to get it done. And I know that's a lot of ifs with them, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's the biggest if with them. If everybody's healthy, I think they're the best team in that division. And I'm going to go that they can stay pretty healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll be able to keep them all healthy. If A-Rod is upright at the end of the year, I see them at 11-6 and winning that division.
So the winner gonna be 11.
11-6. That's the best anybody in that division gonna do. You
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
3-team division. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots gonna be homecoming for everybody.
Right. Exactly. So I definitely got Jets. We should have asked Ren who he had. I forgot to ask him. I know it.
We'll get
it next week. We'll get his on next week. But definitely, I got the Jets coming out of there. You got the Dolphins. We'll see how that shakes out. Now to your favorite division in NFL, the one with your squad in it.
How about them?
All
right, so last team first. Let me go with the Commanders. Rebuild mode. Jaden Daniels is nice, but is the NFL nice?
We don't find out.
I don't think he is.
You don't think so?
No.
Wow.
First year?
Oh, I thought you were just saying overall. You thought, okay.
Yeah.
You just talking this year.
This year.
Oh, okay. All right.
NFL ready this year.
Okay, I got you. I was about to say,
I like
man.
the defense though. They you know what I'm saying, trying to rebuild a little bit on the back end, but you know with Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, and they got Bobby Wagner at the mic with Dan Quinn who can put a defense together. They should, be solid on defense, but even with the weapons they got with Terry McLaurin, you know what I'm saying? I think they got a deep running backfield. That Dotson, Jahan Dotson?
Mm-hmm.
They got some weapons on the outside, but when your quarterback is a question mark, what can the weapons do? You know what I'm saying? What can your running game do? They'll be able to run the ball a little bit better, but
they did do. I mean, I think they did a good job trying to overhaul the offensive line.
Yeah.
Now, how good it'll be, we'll see. But I think they do get it that you got to protect the young. Yeah, you got to protect the young quarterback. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And they're gonna have to lean. It's gonna have to be more play action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can't be wide open. Their defense will keep them in the.
Oh yeah, they added Jeremy Chin. That was a nice pickup. Yeah. They added your boy from y'all at center.
Yeah.
I forget it. Biotish. Yeah. Austin Eckler. So that was
Giants
a nice pickup.
Improved their offensive line, but they still got Danny Dimes, man. He ain't it. Danny Dimes is not it.
No, he is not.
I like the Malik Neighbors pickup out the draft. They tried to address their issues in the secondary. Their secondary was woeful.
Yeah.
They got a safety and a cornerback in the first 2 or the first 3 rounds, so that should really help them. But it ain't gonna help them much. But they'll finish third, probably a 6-12. What they got? 17 games.
17. Yeah.
6-11 season will probably be a major upgrade for them, or look like they're heading in the right direction, so to speak. Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with my boys, man. We're gonna lose the division. Too much Jerry Jones and his inability to galvanize the team with the right hires and the right signings. We are going to be leaning on some of the picks. I think they do a good job in the draft. We got Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe. Hopefully they can fill in the slots that's going to be open with Tyron Smith and Tyler Badiadish. You know what I'm saying? We still got 3 solid linemen in Tyler. I said Tyler Smith. I meant to say Badiadish, but Tyler Smith on the O guard. They may swing him over the tackle, depending on what Guyton is able to do. We're getting some good reports out of Guyton. You know what I'm saying? Michael Steele.
Who the hell gonna run the ball?
Steele. This is my point. Rico Dowdle.
Oh, okay.
Rico Dowdle will be our breakout player this year.
Okay.
What we leaning on though is Mozzie Smith.
Ooh.
Can he be the run stopper? I know they was getting a lot of buzz out of camp last year, and he didn't
do shit.
Didn't do nothing. So hopefully this second year will be a good turnaround piece for him. It's going to depend on our season's going to depend on if we can get CD back in the camp. I think he will be. We'll talk a little bit more about that in Big D Energy. But my number 1 team coming out of these got to be the Eagles. They are the paper champions right about now. They were paper champions last year. Adding Saquon Barkley and C.J. Gardner-Johnson was huge. Getting C.J. back in the fold.
Bryce Huff, yeah.
We got to
Devin White.
Yeah, we got to see if Jalen can bounce back. But you know that AJ and Devontae, top 2 to 3 wide receiver duo in the league right now. They
up there.
Dogs,
yeah, they up there.
So if they can get Jalen back to form, you know what I'm saying, you know, being able to, Jalen is going to be a read option quarterback. He's not going to be, you know what I'm saying,
drop back, passing the ball 30 times, 35 times a game.
You know what I'm saying? So if they can get that together, hopefully they do try to make Jalen the next Dan Marino that'll play into our hands. But got to give it to the Eagles to take the division.
Hey, I'm shocked that you didn't say your boys, but I'm fair. I agree with you on the top, the first 2. I would switch the bottom 2. I have no belief in Danny Dimes whatsoever, but it's not so much that he can't play. The line's still garbage. They got the worst line in the division.
They was able to improve it, though.
Yeah. I'm not buying it until I see it. You know what I'm saying? I know they went and got, I think, who was it, Runyon or somebody, you know what I'm saying? So Illuminor, I think, or somebody, but they added a couple pieces. But till that line can prove to me that they can protect anybody and run the football at all, I got them last, man. I got a little bit more belief in Jaden than you do. I think he will translate. I think he's the type of quarterback that's going to translate. He got a good deep ball. My only concern is everybody's concerned with him at this point. Can he hold up to the punishment? Learn how to get down.
Light body.
Yeah, you can't take the hits you tried to take in the SEC, brother. You won't get up. You know what I'm saying? Ask your boy Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying? It'll end quickly for you if you keep doing that.
This is what we didn't see with Jaden that makes me question him.
What?
Tight window throws. Everybody not going to be naked. You're not going to have.
I agree.
That over the top game.
I agree.
And you're not going to be. What made Jaden so special was his ability to break outside the pocket.
I agree, but that's most college quarterbacks, though. You know, that's most of them. You know what I'm saying? Until you get. The thing is, do they anticipate it? You know what I'm saying? Can you anticipate the throw? I think he can. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault at LSU. Most of the games that. You're going to have more talent on offense than the defense does on defense. I mean, that's not his fault. But I think he sees it. You know, I think he's one of those who can see it, anticipate it. I think he's going to have a good year. I think he's going to have a better year than Caleb. And I know everybody's all high on Caleb, think he's going to be the next great thing, but I got questions about him, his makeup. I like Jaden's makeup better than I like Caleb's. You know what I'm saying? I still can't get over to jumping up in the stand crying in your mama lap. I can't get past it, dog. You know what I'm saying? That just bothers me, dog. It's something about that for a grown-ass man that just throws me. But anyway, that's another subject. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got the Giants last.
Man, we all mama's boys.
Yeah, on some level, but I ain't climbing up in the stands in no damn game after the game, getting in her lap and crying. I'm sorry. I don't care how emotional I am. I'm not doing it. But I got Giants last, Washington third. I'm going to go with Cowboys second, too. I got a lot of questions about y'all. It's a lot of stuff going on with y'all right now, you know what I'm saying?
There ain't much going on, man.
A lot of stuff going on. No, when I say a lot of stuff, I'm saying I don't believe you're going to have no running game. CD late to camp. Late to camp a lot of times means early injury. So is that going to be an issue? You know what I'm saying? Is Dak really all in when he know he might be all out after this season? Or is he in protect my ass mode? You know what I'm saying?
Dak in playing for a contract mode.
He gonna get that anyway. And see that's why I think he's not
what he's looking for. Because we trying to get him for 50-something million.
Right.
He looking for he trying to
get
reset
it,
the
but
market.
I think if Dak, when I say that, what I'm saying is, man, I need them 2 yards in this big game, but it's just a linebacker right there. I'm going to step out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to take that shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't need me getting injured. You see what I'm saying? If it's tight down the stretch, you know what I'm saying? Playoffs on the line maybe, you know what I'm saying? What is he thinking about? You know what I'm saying? Do I take that shot and try to get it? Or am I like, man, forget that? You know what I'm saying? So just that kind of stuff, the run game for me, CD, to me, that holdout could be big depending on how long it lasts. You know what I'm saying? Again, you'll get into that in a minute. But if that drags on to close to the season, does that become an issue of chemistry? You know what I'm saying? That kind of deal. So defensively, I think y'all going to be pretty good. I'm just being honest. I think the defense, getting Diggs back, y'all will be pretty good on defense. You know what I'm saying? Same question that you have, I still have. Can y'all stop the run? You know what I'm saying? Not trying to talk Niners here, but we run at y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams that's smart and got any kind of offensive line that can move the ball, just try to run the ball at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Will they be any better? You got a different D coordinator now. Maybe he's got a different scheme. And like you said, Mozzie could be big. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he steps up in year 2. Maybe it just took him a year to get acclimated. But I'm with you on the Eagles, man. I think they made all the right moves. The only thing concerning to me about the Eagles is your boy Kelsey retiring, but I still think they have a strong offensive line, though, even without him. I don't like losing Kelsey because I think him and they lost old boy on defense too, the leadership part of it, Fletcher Cox. But I think everything they added, I think, was in the right places. They got Huff to take Hassan Reddick's spot. They went into the draft, got a couple cornerbacks, which I think was big. Only thing that can derail them that I can see is your boy Jalen Hurts just ain't that dude. To me, that could be the only thing that throws this off was the almost MVP year, the aberration or not. You see what I'm saying? Is he that dude for real, or was that year where they just called lightning in a bottle and everything went right?
I'm thinking there's more lightning in the bottle, man.
Man. And see, I don't want to say it because I'm rooting for him a little bit. As long as he's not playing the Niners, I root for him. But I tend to agree with you, dog, that might just have been lightning in a bottle, dog.
I still think he's a solid offensive. He's a solid quarterback.
When you say solid, where would you rank him 1 to 32?
I would have him. Did I have him in the top 10?
You got him top 10?
I had him top 10 last week when we talked about it. Let's see. Let me make sure I got it. I had him top 10. I had him right there. And I had him in 9.
So at 9, you can't be a flash then, dog. If he 9, that's upper echelon, dog.
When I say flash, he was top 3 that year.
Right.
So is he more top 3 or is
top
he
10 to 15?
Yeah. And I got him in that 10 to 15.
10 to 15, yeah.
Or
I
5
agree.
to 15.
I agree. I just don't think he's as elite as Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he's elite.
Right.
He's gonna have some games where he climbs, but he's gonna have a lot of 200-yard games, 70
yards rushing, you know 2 rushing TDs,
190-yard games.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a part of it, but that's what he's good at, and so that's why I was saying, are they going to make him try to make him Dan Marino? Or are they gonna run the plays that showcase his talents?
Build it around him, kind of like what you call it did, like Baltimore did.
With
like
Saquon Barkley, I don't see.
Yeah, me either.
I don't see that being an issue. Now they can be dumb and be stupid,
right?
But
yeah, I think if he doesn't force it, man, and play through Saquon, play action passing, you know what I'm saying?
Read options.
Whether or not those wide receivers are going to like it, but they paid. You know what I'm saying? So I think you get a little bit more contentment from your wide receivers when they got their money. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that later. But, yeah, I'm with you. Eagles win the division, man. I think it's going to be one of those ones where maybe 10-7, 11-6 again. But maybe, man.
They're going to win the division. They're going to be 12-5.
You think so?
I got them 12-5. I got the Cowboys 10-6 or
10-7. Yeah, because the start to y'all season, bro, y'all season make or break in the beginning, dog. Because y'all early schedule, Browns, then after y'all beat the Saints, then Ravens, y'all beat the Giants.
We beat them at home.
Then y'all got the Steelers, Lions, 49ers, Falcons, Eagles. Y'all early schedule dictates y'all season, dog.
Falcons ain't that good.
No, I'm just saying that early. I give you those 3. You know what I'm saying? But that early schedule is going to dictate y'all season. The Browns game, Ravens, Steelers, Lions, 49ers, Eagles. That dictates y'all season right there, dog.
Come out of that with 2 or 3 wins, we'll be all right.
No, you talking about against those teams or just 2 wins? Because you talking about the Giants and the Saints. Y'all just talking about winning those 2? Giants, Saints, Falcons?
2 to 3 wins.
Man, but if let's say y'all beat the Giants, Saints, Falcons, then y'all lose to the Browns, lose to the Ravens, lose to the Steelers, lose to the Lions, lose to the 49ers, and lose to the Eagles. Season over, dog. Season over, right.
7 games. No, I said the first 6 games.
Oh, man. I just think, dog, y'all got a chance of this season going down the drain by October.
That's your hope.
No.
That's your hope.
Come on, dog. Look at this. I'm just looking at the schedule. The Lions are better than y'all, in my opinion. We're better than y'all. You know that. Okay, Steelers, y'all could beat. Ravens, that's going to be tough as hell. Browns going to be tough as hell. I'm just saying, y'all could come out of that with 5 losses, dog.
We can beat Cleveland. Cleveland ain't a world beater. They offensive, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. But y'all, they defense, I don't think y'all going to score.
So if we split the first 4 games 2-2, and possibly 3-1, possibly 3-1, we could beat Baltimore at home. That ain't again, it depends if we got CB back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At New York, we should win that one.
But that's my point, though. If that part of y'all schedule goes bad, that's gonna be a long season for y'all, dog. Because y'all still got some Texans on the schedule, Bengals on the schedule. I'm just saying, it could be rough, dog. That first part of y'all schedule is going to make or break y'all season.
The schedule is tough. We got probably the toughest schedule in the league.
Now, I don't know about that part. But, again, we both got y'all coming in second, man. So, but let's move on to your big segment. Let's talk your Dallas Cowboys a little bit more in depth. A little news and notes. It's a little segment we like to call, well, not we.
Energy!
It's a little segment he likes to call Big D Energy.
Gotta have a little Big D energy.
Gotta always have Big D energy. Especially when you're an old head and you're married. Gotta have Big D energy. You better have it, but go ahead, dog. What you got in the report this week, dog?
Man, it's the same old. We getting out of the Cowboys, Oxnard, California. All the way to Dallas.
Circus is always in town.
All the way to Fort Worth. Can we get Jerry Jones to retire, please? Can we get him to retire?
Or die? No, I ain't gonna say that. I take that back. I ain't gonna say that. I don't want the man to die. I take that.
Hey, man.
Take that back. I don't want him to die.
Put this man in a nursing home, but even still, we got to deal with his son. Hopefully, his son, got a little bit more sense than him. But this guy, man, continues to put his $1 billion foot in his country rambling ass mouth. I mean, the stuff that he be saying, man, it really, and I know CD didn't take it. I don't think
he kind of laughed it off a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
So it just could be his way of, you know what I'm saying, needling CD or needling reporters or whatever. I don't know.
He always negotiating, man. You know what I'm saying?
His power lies in his ability to get the fans to purchase the merchandise, to buy the season tickets,
and be interested regardless of what's going on.
But you see what's happening. We was light. You know what I'm saying? We usually have sold out practices. You know what I'm saying? And that's been kind of light. Something got to change, Jerry. I mean, the way that you've done business with the Cowboys, as far as winning a Super Bowl. Now, what you're doing as far as making that money, you know what I'm saying, is impressive. The most lucrative, highest
franchise
in the world. So that's impressive, as a businessman. But if you what your mouth say, your $1 billion foot, and the reason why I get caught in your country rambling ass mouth is because your actions say I'm about that bread, but your mouth keep talking about
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, right? What in the hell are you going to do? You can't do both. You can't be about increasing the value of the franchise, but have the Super Bowl as your secondary mission. You can do both, but you have to be strategic when you do that. And when the strategy that a lot of teams do is they're able to understand, I got contracts coming up in the future. I need to make things happen. I got players that are Super Bowl pieces, and I need to maximize our ability as a franchise to win that Super Bowl while I have these players, because nothing is not a continuous straight line to an ascension to the Super Bowl. You may be a Super Bowl contender one year, and you may be back in the lottery the next year. So you have had a window that is closing, sir, and you have to make a decision. Am I going to try to continue to win the Super Bowl or try to maximize that by getting the players in? or am I just gonna be worried about the bottom line? And it seems like you've been worried about the bottom line, but your country rambling ass mouth keep talking about we all in, but you didn't go in. You didn't go get Saquon. You didn't go get Derrick Henry. You went and got basement bottom dwelling Zeke, who is really almost out the door. And you are you fumbled these contract negotiations for the longest that I can remember. I've never seen you have a situation where you put the team in a contending spot to win, not just that year, but in the years to come. You know what I'm saying? You signed that $100 million contract with Tony Romo like it wasn't nothing, like he was your son. But then when it came time for Dak to get paid on the front end, you kicked that can down the road. And now we're seeing the ramifications of you kicking that can, because had you not kicked that can, we could have had Dak either in the fold already
at a better price,
or sent him packing on his merry way. So it's down or never.
So as a non-Cowboy fan, how do you want the Dak situation to end? As a Cowboy fan, and how do you want it to end?
It's okay. I've told my brother, he been like, man, get Dak out of there. Who you gonna get? We ain't in a position.
Are you willing to start over? Is the question.
Right, and that's where he needs to do. I'm not willing to start over because we've not won. I would be willing to start over had we won, but it's been 30 years, bro. We close. We close. But Dak has to realize that.
No, we close.
I mean, we're closer than we've been.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Close.
Right.
I'm saying we're closer than we've been.
Right.
We got, you know what I'm saying, a great secondary.
Right.
A good piece on the defense and Michael Parsons.
So you want to pay him $60 million?
No. We have to have some common sense, guys. Dak, you can't get 60. Dak, you're not Patrick Mahomes. Dak, you're not Joe Burrow. Realize what you are. I know you want to maximize and get the bag, but if you're about winning the Super Bowl, you about getting people in that's going to help you get the Super Bowl. We had too many holes on the defensive line. We didn't have a great linebacker a run-stopping linebacker. We only got CeeDee Lamb and the ghost of Brandon Cooks. You know what I'm saying? So we need other pieces. I like our tight end situation though, but we need pieces. Dak, we lost some O-line. We need a new O-line. We had opportunity to go get Saquon and Derrick Henry. Had you been like, hey, Jerry, let's do this. I know I messed up in the Green Bay game, and so did the defense. Our run game wasn't as offensive, as explosive as it should have been. We got two of them out there. Go get these dudes, man. Go get them. I'll take a pay
But I
cut.
guess my thing is, man, other teams do it. So why is that Dak's responsibility to manage y'all cap?
No, it's
that's
not
Jerry's job.
Right, but that is Jerry's job.
Right. So I'm like,
but
other teams make it work.
Tom Brady, what did Tom Brady do? What did Patrick Mahomes do? Pat Mahomes.
But that's a misconception about Mahomes' contract, though. Well, only thing they do is move the money around with Mahomes, but he always gets paid. You know what I'm saying? All they do is move it around.
Well, do that then.
Does he give him some flexibility? Yeah, but he ain't not getting paid. He's still up there with everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Then, but it's a different situation.
But he's never shown that kind of love for Dak either. So I get Dak's like, man, fuck you. You made me wait the first time, got hurt,
that's what I said.
Then you paid me. So if I'm Dak, I'm like, fuck you, Jerry.
I get it. But he can be like, fuck you, but Dak, you know what I'm saying? He still paid you, and you ain't produced. When it was winning time, you have not produced. It would be a different story if you
but the whole team didn't produce, though.
That was the right. It would be a different story if he was Josh Allen out there balling and just getting beat at the last minute, or the defense was just giving up 100 points.
Well, they did, but again, Green Bay.
But you know what I'm saying? That was the whole. That was more coaching than anything.
Yeah, that was just y'all wasn't ready to play or something. I don't know, dog.
We were totally out schemed. Dudes running butt naked, wide open. The defense just foiled everything.
Yep.
Like we didn't have a game plan.
Right.
Which is why they was looking frustrated.
Right.
That was coaching more than it was the players. Dak was bad. The defense was bad.
Yeah.
Everybody was fucking bad.
Yeah,
everybody was
bad.
god awful. There was a total team collapse.
Yeah.
And when it's a total team collapse, that is on who? The coach. And who hired the coach? The general manager / owner. The $1 billion country rambling ass jackass.
Yeah.
That's my big D energy. Jerry Jones, get your shit together, man.
There you have it, folks. Now let's go to the next one. You know what's up. The Bang Bang report, baby. About them 49ers. About them 49ers and what's going on with us. You already know. But y'all know what's going on already. Brandon Ayuk. I'm getting sick of the whole goddamn situation. You really don't want to leave, Brandon Ayuk, and I'm talking directly to you. You don't want to leave for real. We had a deal on the table. Patriots. You didn't want it. Don't want to be a Patriot. They offered you $30 million a year. You said that's what you wanted. We weren't willing to give it to you, but you don't want to play for the Patriots. Had a deal on the table with Cleveland. We get Amari Cooper back. I read today in a 4th round pick. We was willing to take 4th this year and the 5th next year. We said, fine, go to Cleveland. You don't want to play for Cleveland either. So you're trying to go to Pittsburgh, who don't want to give up anything and don't, but I heard that ain't even the issue. The issue is they don't want to pay you what you trying to get paid. Bruh, you trying to be a 49er for real. You really just don't want to leave for real. You're slowing everything up. You're going to mess around and come in late, get injured, end up signing for the 26 or 27 we offered your ass anyway.
Don't get them country boys nothing.
So you might as well come on home, dog. You know what I'm saying? We made you. Kyle Shanahan's offense made you, dog. To the last couple of years, nobody even thought about you, dog. Same way he made Brock Purdy, he made you too.
Make another one.
He can do it. We drafted 2 of them. So my thing is, with the whole Ayuk thing, go up by another $1 million or whatever it takes to get him in the fold, because it's obvious he don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well come on back, bro. You just wasting time at this point. So come on back to the 49ers. Pittsburgh really don't want to pay you anyway. They not. And if I'm the Niners, my biggest thing, hold the line, bro. Don't just give him away. Don't give him his way. That's the only thing I fear at this point. They just sick of his ass and be like, just get out. No, we not getting 1st round pick value. Your ass will be playing for us, or you'll be sitting out not making $14.9 million. I'm kind of with you when it comes to some of this stuff. You know, somebody got to hold the line at some point. You know what I'm saying? And be like, well, bro, sit that in. If you're willing to do a Le'Veon Bell and not get $14.9 million, I'll watch you sit there and not get paid. But I'm not giving, same way I think with some of these quarterbacks, we're going to do the same thing with Brock Purdy next year. I'm not giving you $55 million. Okay, go out there and see what somebody else, which is what they did with Ayuk. Go see what somebody else willing to give you. I do the same thing if Purdy won $55 million. At some point, these owners have to say to some of these quarterbacks and players, you ain't worth that.
Just because you're the next in line.
Just because you next in line, you're not worth that. And I'm hoping right now in this situation, Ayuk, I think that's what's been happening. He see everybody not willing to give up for you what you thought they was going to give up for you. You know what I'm saying? So now what you want to do? And I hope we hold the line. John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan. Look, bro, we offered you 26. No, that's what I heard. It was 26, 26.5. Maybe go up by another $1 million or so, bro. That's what you worth, bro. Sign a contract and bring your ass in. You know what I'm saying? That's still doubling your salary damn near from where it was. You know what I'm saying? And come on in. And next year, I hope we do the same thing with Brock Purdy. Look, bro, I like Brock. I think Brock is good. Is he Joe Burrow, Josh Allen good? No. And people want to say, well, Dante, you say he was an MVP. He was an MVP conversation. But there comes a point where talent and actual physical talent does matter. You know what I'm saying? That does elevate a Patrick Mahomes, a Josh Allen above other people, because they can do some things on the field that others can't do.
Right.
The force multiplier, as you said earlier, everybody ain't got a cannon arm. Everybody can't do some of the things that they do. Throw off schedule. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy, in schedule, in rhythm. He can get outside the pocket and make some things happen. He showed me a little more of that in the playoffs than I thought he had. You know what I'm saying? So I give him points for that. But outside of our system, I'm not sure what he is. I don't know. But I would tell him, if you want $55 million.
When the pieces ain't there.
Right. What exactly? Like, until he can show me that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying you $55 million just because you next.
When you got other pieces to pay.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just because you next in line, I'm not just going to hand you $55 million, Brock Purdy. So I think the 49ers are doing the right thing with IU, hold the line unless we get value for him. I'm not just giving him away. So finally, they doing something that I think is smart. I know people been on them about just get him up out of here. I've been saying that on all the blogs and just get rid of him here. No, sir. I'm not giving away number one wide receivers just like that. No. You'll sit here, either not get paid or you'll play for $14.9 or sign this damn contract. Or accept the deal, take your ass to New England or Cleveland or wherever where we get fair compensation back. We're not just giving away good players like John Lynch said. We're not giving away good players. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, make a decision, bro. You know what I'm saying? Normally I'm on the player side, but in this situation, I think Ayuk just overplayed his hand at this point. You know what I'm saying?
So he's looking for 28.
He's looking for 30 is what I heard. 30 mil.
I think that's what CD is looking for. He's looking in that top 5.
Yeah, I heard he wanted in that Jefferson type deal. Yeah, 35. He getting 35. Yeah,
bro. You can get 30, but you don't have no leverage right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They activated the 5th-year option on him.
Right, and I think he is a 17 and twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Twice.
Franchise tag him 2 times. So
right.
You have no leverage.
You have no real leverage.
You don't keep losing money, or you know what I'm saying? You know, go out there and ball and get
right.
Get paper. You know he got to pay you.
Right.
Or if he don't pay you, somebody gonna have you on the market.
Right. And in our case, we told him, go out there and find the deal. This is what we looking for. Go find somebody willing to give it to us. And the 2 teams that was willing to do it, you don't want to play for them. Bro, that's on you at this point, bro. The Commanders didn't even come to the table because they knew we not a wide receiver away. Why the hell will we give up something for you when we need more players than just one damn wide receiver? You know what I'm saying? So the teams that you want to play for aren't coming to the table, and nobody just going to give you your way. That's why some of these players, bro, like I said, he overplayed his hand at this point.
The agent too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You overplayed your hand, and now the report is yesterday that now they back at the table trying to renegotiate or whatever. Of course, I say give them another $1.5 million or whatever, maybe get it up toward 28.
You deserve about $20 million, bro.
Right. I mean, bro,
you at least deserve over Debo. You know
right. Debo is like 23, I think.
DK Metcalf at 24. Devontae at 25. You do not deserve more than Devontae Smith.
I think he's better than Devontae.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, man, come on, G. Absolutely. No, he better than Devontae, G. You come on now, G. Absolutely. The advanced metrics, he better.
Number one receiver, of course.
Right, but the advanced metrics.
They have no other receiver other than that.
But the advanced metrics say the man is better than that, dog. I mean, they just do. Any advanced metrics you look at says he's better than that. Now, I know the argument the 49ers are probably making is, hey, Kyle Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? He's scheming your ass open like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
it's the threat of the run.
Right. We run the ball so damn well. It's like, are you really who people focus on? You know what I'm saying? So I get it, and that's why negotiations are tough, because the team is coming at him with.
That's why I don't look at those metrics, because hey, when you are the number one wide receiver option, and it's not because of you, it's because of the system.
And that's why I knew this negotiation was going to be tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got a player saying, look at my numbers, and a coach saying, look at my system, you know what I'm saying? It's going to clash. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nowhere. And I think it might happen again with Brock. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be like, look at my numbers.
Brock just going to be happy to get some money. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to be looking for
But see, that's where the agent going to come in. They'll be like, bro, you up next. 55 is the number. You know what I'm saying? That's the market. You know what I'm saying? That's what the market says you're supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? Especially, let's say they make another run. I ain't even saying to the Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be like, look, I've been in 3 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. I want 55 to 57 million. Can you say no?
It's going to be tough to try to bring him down from that number.
Right.
But you absolutely can say no.
You got to. Thank you. That's my whole point, dog. Some franchises got to say, you're not worth $60 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying you $60 million. I'll franchise your ass for 2 years, and then you can walk like Kirk Cousins did, which is the way I would go with a lot of this.
Show individual talent, dog. You got to command that type of money.
Yeah.
You got to show individual
You
talent.
have to be able to, with less, still win.
Right.
Because if I pay you that, you're going to have less. You're going to have less. You're going to have less if I got to pay you that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, Dak, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve $60 million, bro. Come off of it, man.
Right.
You got what you need. You got what you wanted last time. Okay, help the team out because you can't do it by yourself. We already saw that.
And see, but your boy lost that negotiation so badly though, where he can't franchise him, can't trade him. He got all the leverage though. You know what I'm saying? So he don't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Dak in a situation quarterbacks don't get in for real. You know what I'm saying? Quarterbacks don't get to be just free like that, dog.
That's why he should do not cave, hold the line and be like, all right, Dak, go get it where you gonna get it from. I got to move on, sir. You ain't. Why am I keep throwing good money after bad?
And see, and Brock has had success. But I'm still in that boat, though. If he asking for $60 million, I'm not giving you that.
The question that you asked, what would I do? And if the decision was pay Dak $60 million, eat up all the cap, or rebuild, let's rebuild.
I'm with you. I'm in that same boat next year. Because if the market keeps going up, let's say Dak next year gets 62 or whatever they talking about, and Brock come in with that bullshit. Oh, no, dog. I'm not giving you no $60 million to Brock. I'm sorry. Now, you're going to have to come in around Kirk Cousins right now in Atlanta, 40. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's fair. For you. You going from $800,000 to $40 million.
Right.
Bruh, sign the deal, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You got to sign that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But looking forward to the 49ers season, man. Luckily, that's a problem we don't have to worry about till next year when it comes to Brock. I believe Ayuk's still going to be on the team at this point. Come kickoff. I think he'll be a 49er still. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So we shall see. We shall see where he ends up, man. But, of course, we got our signature segment. Lastly, taking out the trash.
Soldier Boy, who's trash we taking out this week?
I'm trying to hear who he's saying. You say Jason Tatum fans.
Huh? Yeah, okay. I like that, Soldier Boy. He
say for this week, taking out the trash. We taking out the trash, and it's going to be all y'all damn whining ass Jason Tatum Celtic fans.
And specifically the ones in the group.
Yes. Talking about Steve Kerr should be playing his 9 3-point shooting ass in this tournament. Which we would have lost the other game had he been on that bullshit with that rotation. Kept Ant in the game, put Tatum ass in the game.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he sat the asses that he saw early on. And I don't think there's any shame in it. They are going to be up next. You know what I'm saying? They are going forward, the team. Tatum, Ant, hopefully not Halliburton, but probably Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to at some point bring Brown back. But for y'all Tatum fans, man, y'all seen the way this dude was playing. Dude couldn't hit shit. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have been playing. So I'm not quite sure what y'all whining about. You know, he's a champion. Hey, yeah, does he deserve respect for the Celtics championship? Absolutely. But that ain't got nothing to do with this Olympic run.
Nothing at all.
With him on the damn court, we would have lost. Period, point blank. Gee, what you got to say, bro?
Man, I agree with you, man. He's shooting 7 for 18. And again, when you're in competition and the game is competitive, you put your best players on the freaking court. Where do they do that at? Where they just put a struggling player on the floor. He's not their best player. Hasn't shown that he's their best player. Has shot 38%. Has shot 38% in the first 5 games. Of course, he didn't play but 3. No, you don't do that.
Don't do it.
A coach wouldn't do that, especially in this. This is the most pressurized situation a USA team could ever be in, because we all know what it is. If they ain't winning by 30 points,
it ain't impressive.
It ain't impressive to nobody, says this guy. But they were on the verge of losing in the quarterfinal round Nah, dog, he don't get to play.
He don't get to play.
So I said in the group, I'm like, it's obvious that he's trash in practice too.
Got to be, dog.
Because the sample size is just not the USA Olympics or the exhibition. The sample size is what he did in the finals, what he did in the playoffs.
Lost his 3-point shot, dog.
Right. His shot had fallen off. Let's pull up the stats on. Pull up the stats on what his playoff numbers were. Pull up the stats on that. Jason Tatum has been struggling shooting the ball. He was turning the ball over in the game. What was that? The game against Sudan? Like, that's when I looked at it. I was like, man, Tatum ain't the Tatum that we had gotten the Boston Celtics to the pinnacle of the NBA.
Right.
He wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? His shot was off. He was not able to, you know what I'm saying, play good defense for real. He was struggling with turnovers. And so, the bench gets shortened when the game is tight.
Yep.
And,
against Dallas, he was 3 for 7, 1 for 7, 4 for 13, 1 for 4, and 1 for 7.
Look at Indiana.
Let's go back one. 2 for 8, 1 for 7. Then he had a good game, 5 for 10. Then he was 3 for 11.
These are all 3-point shots.
Those are 3-point shots.
What was his overall field goal percentage?
All right, let's take a look. Indiana, he was 12 for 26, 9 for 20. Then he had a good one, 12 for 23, 11 for 26. Finals, 6 for 16, 6 for 22, 11 for 26, 4 for 10, 11 for 24.
None of those are 50% shooting number. That's two. That's
like 2 games.
Field goal, including 3-point shots, man. He has not been shooting well. I'm not gonna say he's not been playing well. He has not been shooting well. The reason why Halliburton got benched, and I said it at the time,
He don't play no defense.
His defense was trash. He was getting blown by it. It was the South Sudan game. I seen it, and he ain't seen a lick of a minute since then. I think he got in a couple of blowout games, but nah, man, we ain't got time to see if you're gonna get your shot back, bro. We can't lose to Serbia. We ain't gonna be able to lose to France. So it is what it is, man. Quit crying for the dude.
Quit whining. I agree. Quit whining. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum will be fine, man. Like I said, going forward, man, he'll be a staple of the team. Probably the next 2 Olympics, probably.
Get his confidence, man.
Right, but for right now, for that game, the old heads had to bring it on home. You know what I'm saying? Put them in, like G said, play them together.
Bring in the
old heads and let them handle business, which is what they did. You know what I said? Like I said, that fourth quarter, I agree with you, was impressive. I like what I saw in that fourth quarter because I like those players. You know what I'm saying? They did what they do. You know what I'm saying? Steph, KD, LeBron, Embiid handled his business in the fourth. Booker had a sighting in the fourth, right? So I'm
Booker was playing D.
And they played D. Exactly. That was, like I said, that was the most impressive thing to me, the defense. LeBron spearheading the defense. I was like, okay, now this team, now they playing ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is what I expect to see from a USA team. Get up in their ass, let their ass know we better than you. We bring that heat for 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know LeBron probably can't for 40 minutes. But as young as this team is and as great as this team is, that's what's unimpressive about it to me. I guess maybe that's the thing. Maybe I just figured it out for myself. They don't seem to have that we want to whoop your ass gene all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the USA, we want to stomp your ass. And it seemed like the Dream Team, the 2016, that they did have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe it's the dudes that was leading it. And that ain't a shot at nobody. Maybe them dudes just built a little bit different. They came up a little different, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they looked at it a little differently. And to me, that's what's been missing. And when that fourth quarter, they had it. And it was like, okay, I like watching this shit. They trying to stomp on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we better than you. We gonna show it right now. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit for 4 quarters. Or at least 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? And I think the games wouldn't be so close. So it's like, what's missing that they can't do that for longer periods of time? That's the question for me. And why it's not impressive to me. Because it seems to me with the depth that they have, you should be able to do that shit for 4 quarters.
They was more desperate in that 4
quarters. Right. So it's like, how do you like harness that and be like, okay, we're going to do this for 4 quarters? And I'm not sure. Maybe maybe it's the young guys ain't ready to do that. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe Tatum ass
Who
and
said this the other day? Somebody said this the other day. It was in, I think it was before the Serbia game. It was like, we do too much overpass. And it was somebody on the team, like, we passing the ball. No, I don't think it was. It was a podcast. Let me take it back. But they said, like they pass the ball, and the shot is there to be made, but then they'll make another pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be too unselfish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Instead of just playing the shot in the game.
Right.
Should be played.
Right. I'd agree with that.
Again, it just speaks to, like, they you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they trying to run offense, and, you know, when the team get hot, it's hard to get out and run because that's what they want to do. That's what. That's why. Do you think that had the teams 96, 92 teams was forced to run sets a lot, or, you know what I'm saying, other teams was making buckets, that they would run up the score 40, 50 points, 30 points, 37 points? That wouldn't be an average. It's just not in a 40-minute game.
No, I don't think the average would be
They
as
were
big as
running
it
up
is.
and down. The teams taking horrible shots, kick the ball out. They running up and down the floor, turning the ball over.
I agree on that, but I do think those teams would have, based on the leaders on that team, they would have imposed their will. I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? That we're going to impose our will and do what the hell we want to do.
We
You know what I'm saying? I do believe that. You know
I
what I'm
have a
saying?
point there, but I just think that, you know what I'm saying, again.
And would the margin of victory been 40? Probably not.
With the increase and the gap being minimized, it's just harder. It would be harder to do that. It would be harder to beat a team by 40, on average, 40 points a game.
Right.
They would beat a team by 40. Some of the lesser teams, or the lesser teams. God damn it, I can't talk. The lesser teams.
I was at the what team, Bob? the lesser teams.
The lesser teams.
Oh man, but man, thank y'all for joining us today, man. That's all we got for today, man. We appreciate y'all joining us, man, and trash talking with the old heads, man. That's our episode for today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube,
Spotify, any place that you get your podcast streams from, baby.
Until next week, again, feel better, my boy Ren, Black Bayless. Hope you feel better, bro.
Back over train.
Full live.
On my nerve. Back my dangles on the curb. In the gutter lane, I'm running.